In The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, it's possible to bring the sages anywhere by escaping the Demon King's army battle. By doing this, they'll follow you into towns and dungeons, across the sky and depths, and into all sorts of places they'd otherwise not be allowed in. But how exactly do you do this anyway? How can you escape the Demon King's army in the first place? Well, there are a few ways. The easy way, the hard way, and the insane ways. If you've got a modded Switch, you can do it the easy way. For this one, back up your save file JKSV, then transfer it to your PC with FTP. Go to Save Editor here and open your file. Add the material ** Eager Blade Master minigame before exporting the save and re-importing it on your Switch. Now go to Demon King's army battle and get into the air with an old train contraption. Start gliding and hold the item you added in. This summons the Blade Master to host a mini-game in the Eager Clan hideout. Speak to him to warp to hideout and escape the battle. Voila! The sage is now with you and will keep following you until you re-enter the battle or activate certain story progression flags. So that's how you do it with save editing. But what about without it? Well, that's where it gets tricky. You see, there are different ways to do so depending on the version. The earlier ones are annoying, while the later ones are miserable to set up. If you're playing on an earlier version, aka below 1.2, then gas is the ideal solution. Go to Foothill Monster Den, set up the platforms as if you're doing Hestu scamming, then go between the two guys like before, get through the usual cutscene stuff, and fly to Hyrule Castle without touching the ground. Drop into Chasm to reach Gloom's Approach. Drop a wing or hover stone, then land on it. Now, set up gas while standing on it and make your way to Demon King's army battle. jump off the edge to respawn at the cave. Now, accept the minigame. And you can just exit or win to escape with the sages in tow. It's rather tricky, it takes a while and only works on older versions, but it's easier than the alternatives on later ones. Regardless, let's say you brought the sages to the rest of Hyrule. How does that affect the game? Well, in a variety of interesting ways, that's how. Not only will they follow you into towns just fine, but it will appear everywhere else too. Minigames, dungeons, the sky and depths. Heck, they'll even enter buildings on occasion. It's pretty crazy really, it gives you a full-blown RPG party at almost all times. What's more interesting though, is that they'll actually stick with you through the main story as well. Yep, if you're taking a main quest with these guys around, they'll be with you every step of the way. You can get the Master Sword with them, complete dungeons with them, find the memories with them, etc. Honestly, we only found 2 things in the game that got rid of them. Talking to Pura after completing the 5th sage quest, and descending up the depths via Pillar, with the latter only getting rid of Minu's construct. Well, until you reach the surface anyway. Still, there are some strange effects caused by having them accompany you on your journey. Firstly, any new sages you encounter will not appear out of cutscenes. As a result, most dungeons will be impossible to complete, since a relevant sage won't appear and let you use their ability. On the bright side though, this doesn't affect boss battles or story progression beyond that. If you fight a boss in this state, you'll still be able to defeat it without the original sage joining the fight. Because of this, it's possible to finish regional phenomena quests by activating the boss battle before leaving the final fight, then going to finish them while still ongoing. Once you do, you'll realise that not only can you activate the secret stone cutscenes without the sages being there, but that the game also has a fallback for new sages join the fight in this state too. Put simply, while they won't appear immediately or see their avatars activated, they will appear if you head to the entrance to the final battle. Upon meeting them there, they'll join your party, then follow you for the rest of the game. Yep, Tears of the Kingdom has a secret RPG style party system which makes us wonder if it's unused content. Unfortunately though, there is a bit of a problem with completing main quests in this state, or at least certain main quests anyway. The sage abilities can kind of break, as in you stop being able to use them altogether. They'll still follow you around and fight enemies, so that aspect works fine, but their actual abilities just don't work. They're friendly companion characters and that's it. Well, most of them anyway. Minoru isn't, because the construct's a giant mech and you can still ride it regardless of what main quest you completed in this state. There are also other things to note here too. You can't dismiss sages in this form, nor will they vanish if you start gliding, climbing or swimming. Because of that, glitches you can use with them are different from the usual ones. Mineral storage is in, but minor stooping and mineral hole smuggling are out. Finally, there are still a few limits to where they'll go, namely Zora's Domain, Rito Village and most buildings are usually out of the question. So, while you can have them accompany you everywhere, they won't be able to join Link in his house, nor hang out with Tulin in Rito Village. Unless you think outside the box, since, just like with Hestu scamming, you can manipulate respawn points, bring the sages into those areas too. Here's how to do that. First, pick a walk point outside the town or area you want to visit, ideally on a sky island. Then, glide to where you want to bring the sages without touching the ground, anywhere they can land. Once you're there, just enter building an area you want, save the game and reload. By doing this, the sages will appear behind Link no matter where you saved. It could be a house, it could be a shop, it could be a shed too small to fit them in, they'll be there nonetheless. The game has no safe ground to put them on, so just put them behind Link and calls it a day. So yeah, there's how to get the sages out of the final battle, how to bring them anywhere, and even what happens when you complete certain main quests of them by your side. If you found this interesting, give the video a like, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more, then leave your thoughts and comments below or over on our Discord server today.